All right, so got a big relationship kind of worked out with this company that does, they said 1.6 mil in gross sales last year. So the gentleman also owns a cabinet company, and he wants to transition to mostly just selling cabinets. So he wants to partner with myself, where my organization would take over all the actual projects he has, and again, he transitions to selling cabinets. So my main person is quite booked out. Now, this individual has great prices, so I feel exceptionally comfortable sort of like having him bid these jobs, because the person who owns this company I'm going to be doing the project management for, he wants to split the profit I make, and he wants a certain percentage upcharge to all the jobs we do. So I need to find someone who has at least decent prices so we can close jobs while having the significant upcharge. This individual says he has about an 80% close rate because he purchased a very established business, and all of the people who come to him are referrals. So I do have, in Western Connecticut, 3 individuals who I can subcontract these jobs to. 2 of them I've only done 1 job for, and their prices are kind of higher than my main individual. Again, I think my main individual is a little kind of overwhelmed right now. He's booked out for 2 months. We're scheduled to book numerous jobs, and he hasn't exactly been as responsive to me this week. So this week I'm bidding 3 jobs for this person I'm making this new partnership with. So it's important that we see these jobs, make these appointments, present well, and issue a bid in a very timely manner. So the current person who I rely on the most is still waiting to issue me a few bids for some jobs he had seen of a very time-pressed nature, because this client's trying to move into their home. They've asked me for these quotes 2 times over the last 2 days, and I said, they would be coming shortly. And my subcontractor still, even knowing the pressing nature of it, has not issued me these quotes. So I'm going to call him one more time, see what's going on, and if he doesn't answer something, or if he's too overwhelmed, I'm going to try to speak plainly with him. I have to schedule these other contractors to see this job with me tomorrow, because I cannot miss the significant opportunity. So in Connecticut, you can't legally record someone else's side of a conversation without their consent. It's like a wiretapping law. So I'll record my portion. I'm recording this because I want to become more comfortable on video, so I want to get used to working under pressure, and for my own memories. So I'm going to try to speak plain with him. I'm going to get my earbuds. Voicemail. Hey Mike, how's it going, man? So yeah, give me a call back as soon as you can. I need to make sure we can make these appointments tomorrow, because if we're unable to make them, it's not the best look of this individual. I know you got a lot going on. Yeah, feel free just to talk to me plain, man. If you're feeling like overwhelmed, you got too much on your plate, let me know how I can support you. Because you have such a great personality presenting with clients and stuff. Like, your closing rate's amazing. If you need more people to assist you on projects, let me know how I can help you. If you can't make it tomorrow, it's no big deal. I got some other people I could bring onto the project. But again, man, your ability to close is incredible. And yeah, let me know. Appreciate you, Mike. He just texted me, said he'd call me in 2 minutes. Let me get my AirPods or whatever. AirPods are dead. Pretty unprofessional. But I sleep listening to podcasts, so kind of whatever. Finally, put the shit over here. Hey, how's it going, man? Greetings. Doing all right. 1 second. Let me put you on my headphones. How's it going, my guy? Nice. Nice. Very nice, my guy. Very nice. I was a little worried about you, because I hadn't heard from you too much. Oh, shit, you drove. Okay. Oh, damn. Yeah, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, I gotcha, man. Yeah, I was just a little worried, because I know you got so much on your plate. You got like 8 kids, this big project with Celine. I got you bidding all this other stuff, so I'm like, all right, yeah, cool, man. I know, man. Exactly. That's why I'm saying. Yeah, totally. All right, my guy. Sounds great. I might be able to go with you to them. I want to be able to, but I'm not exactly sure because I have to go see some other freaking jobs that might conflict up in Massachusetts. But yeah. So like for this gentleman, like I have like a great working relationship with him, at least so far talking. He pretty definitely wants to hand us all of his jobs. We can introduce ourselves however we want. He told me, he was like, you could tell people you're like the managing partner of Restore LLC pretty much. I'll probably issue the quotes and the contracts under our letterhead, and I'll be like, yeah, so Restore manages, the shop and the office and the marketing, and this division like actually like handles the projects and stuff. So basically whatever number you give me, he told me I have to upcharge 50% at least, and then I split that with him pretty much. So that's kind of like the terms. But he said that he has an 80% close rate because he bought this company and it's super well established, and every client is a referral. So he told me his close rate's like 80%. Yeah, definitely. So he has like 2 designers that work for him. One I think charges like $150 an hour, $200 an hour, I think he said. I'm not exactly sure. But that person, like if it's like a project where the client's like, oh, I want this fancy thing, like if it's obvious they want so much detail where it requires a designer, they'll issue us like a nice like video visuals and stuff like that. So like I'll forward you some examples of videos that designer sent to us. And then if it's like a basic project, when we see like kitchens, we'll take measurements of it. And then his less expensive designer will just do like a very basic layout. And then he'll tell us like 3 different price points for the 3 different cabinet lines he primarily offers. But we have to use his cabinet lines for his projects. That's like his main hustle is going to be the cabinets. So I can tell you like the brands and stuff, but yeah, just do like some Google search of the brand. So if the clients like ask,
I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah.
Samples I can work with for certain
Mm.
details of the cabinets and the stock clothes. There's a certain line that has stock clothes that are RDAs.
Yeah.
Industry standard, under the contractor's grade.
Roger that. Yeah, right. Exactly. So like I just.
What are color options? What do they come in? What are the lead times?
Yeah, totally.
Just basic information that if
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Definitely, man. No doubt. So I'll send you the name. Yeah, he's it's exactly. Yeah, you're right, man. Exactly. Yeah. So it's Giordano Cabinets in Wolcott. Yeah. So I'll give him a call and see if we can get some samples. I'll see if it's all right. If you come down and like take a look at whatever you want and stuff. And I'll send you the name of the products. So the kitchen job, that's the one in Ridgefield. It's kind of far from us, but if you're still down to check it out, yeah. Perfect, man. Yeah. So Ridgefield, that project is to build a deck, I believe, build an enclosed patio, and to do their kitchen. And it's in Ridgefield, so it's probably like a pretty big money job. And it's probably one, yeah, that's probably one where they'll want the nice designer. Yeah, totally. Yeah, exactly. Definitely. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Absolutely, man. Absolutely, definitely. No freaking doubt. So, I'll talk to the dude from Restore, and see if there's any like samples you can get or something like that. If you want to like pop into Giordano's at the end of the day or something, it's probably pretty close to you if it's in Wolcott. Yeah. All right, man. Yeah, sounds good. 'Cause, perfect. Yeah. Okay, sounds good, man. Roger that. So you're thinking like a couple individual door faces with different like design patterns on them? Yeah. Yep. Okay. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, you're so right, man. Because I was talking with this dude, and he was like, "Okay, I'll give you these 2 decks to bid." And he was like, "I'm thinking about having you guys bid that Ridgefield job, but maybe I would like do this kitchen first." And then the end of the day, he was like, "Yeah, I'll just have you guys look at it." Like, so it's pretty much, he's ready just to hand us all the shit, man. Exactly. Yeah, man. Totally. Gotcha. Cool. Yeah. Roger that, man. So you said decks were kind of like your specialty, I think. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, he sent me 1 or 2 of the decks. He showed me that mega deck you did. Like that huge one. Exactly, exactly. All right, man. Yeah, if you know like a fuck ton about decks, which it definitely seems like you do, that's great, man. Cause exactly, I can tell, man. That's freaking awesome, dude. I mean, yeah, cool. Exactly, man. I think this is what I'm gonna try to pursue maybe for the business model. I might make another company like call it like Elite Subcontract, and then just like find all these established gents who are like of retirement age, and then be like, hey, maybe you don't want to like sell your business or something. We have an option, We'll find some profit split. We'll take over all your projects, and then so you're kind of going hands off, but you're not totally getting rid of your business. For maybe like people are looking for like a semi-retirement or aren't totally comfortable handing off their baby pretty much. And then we get a couple clients like that, man. I mean, pretty set up. Yeah. Roger that, man. All right, sounds good. Let me know when you can get me those quotes for Aaron or whatever, because perfect. Yeah. Yeah. All right, man. Perfect. All right, appreciate you. I'll let her know. Cool. Yes, that lady for oh, not the I don't think Linda, but the lady with the 1-day surround. Yeah, I'm gonna follow up with the lady. I think the lady Linda you're talking about today. Yep. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Okay. I'll follow up with her today, and I'll try to sign it like by the end of this weekend. Perfect. What'd you guys talk about for timeline on that one? Yeah. Okay, yeah, I gotcha. Yeah. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, totally. Exactly. When would you be thinking about doing that one? In case she asks, you know. All right, man. Sounds good. Yeah, totally. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe we'll make like a shared scheduling thing so I can kind of know when you're free and stuff like that, so I can like tell people like a loose idea. Maybe make it like a little simple or something.
I would say we can squeeze her in August.
Okay.
To her, probably towards the second half of August, maybe. Second
Okay.
week of August, the earliest.
Roger that. Sounds good. All right, man. Cool.
Yes, this around, I guess we'll catch up, see if you give me a couple bucks towards that. So
Exactly.
that lady.
Yeah, definitely.
And we'll schedule the date for her already.
Let's do the 22nd. She wants to do. She's not gonna be. They're like going on vacation that week, but when they come back, she'll like, pay us the last portion, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what she was saying. All right, man.
I'll contact the details and then, yeah, give me some write-up materials.
Roger that.
Contact them on it. I'm gonna get access to business.
All right, man. Sounds good. Yeah, she said she'll give us like a temporary code or something.
That works.
All right, cool.
All right, sounds good. Let's talk to you soon.
Roger that. Have a good one. See ya.
Yourself. Bye.
Okay, that went super good. Seems to be in good spirits too, so I guess that's about that, you know. There's this other dude I should call just because, you know, just in case something comes up. Like, the opportunity I have right now is just too big that I can't. You know, you gotta just be redundant, man. So let me call these other dudes. It's this guy, him and his stepfather, they're like out of Danbury pretty much. They have like 13 employees, but they're all hourly in-house, so like their cost to produce really might not be that much. Like, for example, say you're doing like a bathroom, the labor is like 2 weeks. You have one guy who you pay $40 an hour. 4 times 4 is 16. It's like $1,600 a week. It takes him 2 weeks. It's like $3,200 labor there. Say like $800 for an electrician, $800. Well, it's probably like $500 for a plumber. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 32, 42. It's like what, 47, 4,800 to produce. If my subcontractor adds on like $1,500 for himself, you could be doing cost to produce on like a mid-quality bathroom with like a custom niche, even like a little bench in there. The cost to produce labor of like $6,500 to $7,500, which is actually really freaking low. Because companies are charging like $25,000, $30,000 for a bathroom. So it's like, you know, then I add on like $2,000 to that, $3,000 to that I would make. Then like our labor's coming in at like 10, 11K. Materials probably like 5 to 8K. Then we're selling bathrooms for like 15. Well, showers and bathrooms 15 to like 18K, which will kind of price itself out of many middle class people, perhaps. But you'll probably still have a closing rate of like 25 to 40%. Then if you're bidding like 10 a month, I mean, you're still making pretty good money on, you know, subcontracting to one subcontractor. But, you know, there's people out here selling bathrooms regularly for like 30, 40 grand and stuff like that. They probably have like a low closing rate, but then if they're just closing even just a few a month, even just one a month, they're probably doing pretty all right. Well, close 2 a month or something. All right, so let me call this other gentleman. I need to connect these freaking AirPods, but I'm not fucking connecting, dude. It's annoying. reconnect them or something. Hey, what's going on, man? It's David Barcombe with Northeast Bath and Kitchens and Richards Painting and Contracting. So, yeah, I think maybe we spoke on the phone last week about us subcontracting some jobs, and I've been like texting back and forth a whole bunch. So, yeah, I'm trying to make sure I got like a couple extra people on deck whenever I need some more people to quote some jobs and subcontract them out to you. You said it was, I think, you and your stepfather, and you had a bunch of guys, but they're all in-house, so your cost to produce is probably still pretty decent then. Yeah, give me a call back as soon as you can. Really appreciate it. 860-782-7578. Again, that's 860-782-7578. Thank you. I really hadn't been too responsive to my texts, but you got a great portfolio and stuff. I don't know. That's that for now.